that time again on a Sunday afternoon where you've taken the time to ask me 3 questions and I'm going to give you 3 answers. And it might be an answer that to be to your liking, it might be something that's a little thought-provoking. There's food for thought. With that said, on to the first question. And it's from the myth, the legend, the man with common sense, the Co-92. How you doing? Question 1. For the upcoming Justice League movie or future sequel, would you like to see them do something similar to X-Men Days of Future Past, in which they retcon the events of Man of Steel, Batman v Superman, and Suicide Squad? I don't know if that's completely necessary at this point. But one story that they could do the events where Vandal Savage has sent a laptop back into World War II, and Batman's past has been altered in the future, and it's a different version of Batman, and they have to go back into the past and stop Vandal Savage's takeover. And I think you know which story I'm talking about. I can't remember the name offhand, but I know it's one where he's gone into the past and altered the events of World War II. And in doing so, once they get back to the future, and you would find a way to work it in, everything's back to how it should be. And, then they have to sort out something else with Vandal Savage. As we all know, in the comic lore of Vandal Savage, he's an immortal prehistory human, I suppose that's the only way I can classify him, that gained super intelligence by sleeping next to a meteorite, but it also gave him the ability of immortality. So I'd like to see something done like that, but on one condition. Zack Snyder stays the heck away from this. In fact, go on better. Bring Bryan Singer in, since he pretty much mastered the art of retconning a movie series without having to do a reboot. He just, approached 20th Century Fox, says, no, don't do a reboot. Give me one movie. I can fix all of this. And with Days of Future Past, he did exactly just that for the X-Men. So you get Warner Bros. To bring him in. I know they're probably still a bit bitter about Superman Returns, but I don't know why that movie gets so much flack. I mean, alright, the whole Kryptonite Island thing's like, yeah, I'm not going to give you a pass on that one. But with regards to the time traveling and rewriting past events, he's the go-to guy, because he proved he could do it with Days of Future Past. So I'd like to see that take done on it, but at the same time, not messing with the set of character dynamics that are already established, but do get his input. Make him a consultant. Say, I wouldn't do it with this story angle of 35A2. Go with this angle of 479 yellow B. Why those random particular numbers and sequences? It's rather saying, don't go this particular direction, go that direction. It's just something that you could... It's just something just to, convey my point, for lack of a better description. But that answers your question. Although Batman in World War II, that'd be interesting. You just imagine him laying a back punch to an opposing soldier. That'd be intriguing. Speaking of military, the Commander. How you doing, sir? Question 2, Ask the Knight. With the reveal that Lena Oxton and Tracer being a mechanically confirmed lesbian relationship, what's your thoughts on it? Blizzard pandering to the Tumblerinas, or do you think they're keeping their own diversity? If they've made a promise that they've made their 2 characters diverse, for starters, it's 2017, so it shouldn't even be an issue. Second of all, it's their characters, they can do what they want with them. I don't think it's pandering. I don't have any problem with it. Like I say, it's 2017, I'd like to think, it was more or less socially acceptable by this point. I only have a problem with it, with regards to, as you say, pandering. Let's just say, for the sake of discussion, they go and remake the original Power Rangers TV series, but they change Billy to a girl. So Billy is still the Blue Ranger. Billy, still has the Triceratops Dinozord, and in later series the Unicorn Thunderzord, and then the Wolf Ninja Zord. But Billy is no longer William Billy Cranston. Billy is now William Hannah Cranston, and is nicknamed Billy for short. It's when things like that happen, where you're changing a character's character traits or gender just for the sake of, that's when I have an issue. If it was written well, then I could get behind, then I could get on board with it. But if it's done, as you say, to pander just for the sake of, that's when I have issues, because what's wrong with sticking to the source material? I hope I'm not the only one alone on that. But to answer your question fully, no, I don't. No, to answer your question fully, I don't think it's pandering. I just think it's them keeping to their word. And like I say, it's 2017. It shouldn't be an issue, so I'm fine with it. And the third and final question, get to it, and it's from the Prez. Question 3. FIFA 17 has a story mode called... FIFA has a story mode? I must have been out of the FIFA game for a while. Mind you, the last one I did play was FIFA 05. Yes, has been that long. Has a story mode called The Journey, where you play as a young boy but who starts his career in U11, then goes to the Premier League 7 years later. What are your thoughts on that? For FIFA, that's inventive. The idea of starting in an under-11 side and gradually working your way up as a teen and then into an adult and then eventually signing for a club and actually making your way into the Premier League. I say roll with it. Because the basic problem FIFA has had for so many years, it's pretty much copy and paste from one game to the next, but all they tend to do is just improve the graphics. Again, only going by what I've seen from when I first played FIFA in 96 up until I tapped out at 05, because I'm like, yeah, I'm done at this stage. You know, it's never really been that inventive. I mean, yeah, they had the additions of the lower league side from things like Norwich, Crystal Palace, Bristol Rovers, Bristol City, Swindon. Hey, I'm a West Country kid. Of course I'm going to acknowledge the teams from around here. But it just felt like that was pretty much all it was. Now, for some people, that's great. But there are some people that like added dimensions. They like a little something that adds layers to it. So I think that is awesome. Those have been your 3 questions for this week. You know how the shtick works by now. Leave a question in the comment section below, whether this is on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, dynamicnight.com, River City Gamers, how you doing guys, over on Tumblr. And use the hashtag AskTheKnight. And ask again. See you next time.